What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the brand new Bolt Fam podcast. It's your boy Josh, and I am here with my little brother Trevor. But before I intro you in, I gotta say a big shout out and a big thank you to my brother because my birthday just passed, and as y'all can see, I got a fresh new birthday present from my boy. This just showed up on my front door. So I appreciate you. You came in with your navy blue jersey today. I came in with mine. So the boys in blue are here today, and I am happy to be with you, bro. So how you doing today, Trev?
Doing good. We got these superchargers pit going on.
Yes, sir. So, hey, and what a connection, dude. We got the Herbert and McConkey connection. That's pretty nice. I like it. I like it. So, yeah, no, you killed it. The jersey's fire. So, I got a fresh one now. So, I'm up to 3. Any Chargers fans who want to bolt up and send me another one, I will take them and I will love on y'all. And I'll get y'all shout outs just like Trevor got one. So,
He wants
but
a Mesidor one, by the way.
oh, dude. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the draft today, and I will tell y'all, here's a sneak peek into my draft grades. I like Akheem Mesidor, and I will take an Akheem Mesidor jersey if anyone's throwing any of those out. Any color, any style, I'm here for it. But with that being said, dude, let's dive in, bro. The NFL draft is finished. We did the live stream. We streamed for 3.5 hours on the entire first round, which was really fun to do and, kind of a strenuous endeavor, but it was fun. So with that being said, man, we kind of talked about it. So let's dive in. I did a lot of the short videos. I haven't finished up the last 3 picks, but I can get to those later in the week. But tell me, man, how did you feel about Akheem Mesidor, our first pick that we took at pick number 22? While you're at it, give me a draft grade for this pick.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I like it. If anyone who saw the live stream, me, you, and Dad were all super excited about Akeem. But overall, I mean, like as a draft grade, I think I would probably give it like an A minus, just because, like in my head, the ideal situation was that we were getting Big Eye, and so that would be like the A plus grade. So like comparing it to like the overall like best case scenario, it wasn't that. So I think I'm a good A minus on it.
I love
Just
that. Oh, I was saying, yeah, I agree.
yeah, so hitting the A minus grade on it just because like it's not the most ideal situation because it didn't address that offensive guard slot that we were needing to talk like that we've been talking about the entire offseason, wondering what the heck is going on as Chargers fans. It didn't hit that part. And so that's the only reason it's not like A plus, but that doesn't mean I don't like Mesidor at all. Doesn't mean I don't think he's gonna do great. I know a lot of people are on these professional draft grades, they're ranking him at like in like the C grade and everything just because of his age.
Yeah.
I don't view that as a big issue. I mean, he's what, like 2, maybe 3 years behind an average like everyone else. So yes, there's a little bit of age, but that also might mean there's a little bit more experience too. Like that's the flip side of it. Like his body might wear out a little bit quicker than he might have a little bit of a shorter career than a 22-year-old who just got drafted, but like he also might have a better like 8-year career versus like a 10-year career. So, yeah, I'll
So
take that trade off with him.
I was gonna say I'll give the pros and cons to that, man. It's simply this that at 25 years old, like I talked about it on the live stream that night, but with the first round pick, you end up getting the 5th year option, which is awesome. So you're gonna get him from age 25 to age 30. So that's gonna be his rookie contract. So that's literally the prime of his career. So the issue is like, oh, what everyone's worried about is, well, what about the second contract when you got to re-sign him? And if he balls out like you expect him to, then you're going to need to re-sign him to a second contract. Well, that may be an expensive contract, and that may be a expensive contract for a 40-year-old player. Sorry, for a 30-year-old player, it might be $40+ million, and who knows what the market looks like 5 years from now, the way it keeps booming. So I understand the concern, but the Chargers are in a win now mode. Like we're not worried about what is the contract going to look like in 2031. Like that's a that's a problem for 2031. And I don't think and who knows what the market's going to be, who knows what the salary cap will be. Like in the NFL, you can't worry about 5, 6, 7 years from now. Like so if we don't re-sign him at the end of the contract, we don't re-sign him. We got him for the prime of his career on rookie money. That's amazing. That's called awesome roster construction. Like getting great players on value deals is how you build a championship roster. So I don't really have a problem with it. And I do understand looking down the road, if you have a big picture view, it could be a problem. But we're gonna have a lot of draft picks between now and then, and we're gonna have a lot of free agents between now and then. And like I'm just not worried about it. Like I'm not worried about how to replace him the day we draft him. That's a feels like a concept to me that I wouldn't even think that way. So I'm excited, man. 25 years old, got some experience, all the measurables are there, and everyone's like, well, he was just beating up on 18 and 19-year-olds, and the college level. And it's like, well, he played in the national title game, so he probably played the best of the best. And he did sack Mendoza in the national championship game, by the way. So that's a elite older offensive line in Indiana that he beat there too. So I love it. Great player. Oh yeah, and he gets to sit and learn at the feet of Khalil Mack, which the first video they posted was him talking to Khalil Mack.
I was about
So
to say
he's
he
already
already first thing he did was met Khalil Mack, and in the words of the Chargers in social media, they talked ball for a little while. So
well, you heard him. He said, he goes, "Hey, if you're just gonna be talking through something, I'll listen." I was like, "I love it, baby. That's it. Sit and listen. Sit, shut up, listen, and take good notes, big dog." So
yep,
I love it. And I talked about it the other way on the other side too. If Thule gets his extension, that means that for the entirety of his rookie deal, we've got 4 years of control with Thule and with Mesidor, and they're going to be next year 24 and 26. So you're going to have these guys in the prime of their career at their peak together and lock them both up for that time. It's going to be great. I love it. So, and
yeah,
that's if Mac retires at the end of the year, which we might, re-sign Khalil. Who knows?
right.
So yeah, I love it. It's a great pick. You're giving it an A minus. I'm probably giving it, I would agree, A minus, B plus. Somewhere in that range. So I love it. Let's go. Let's move on to the next pick, dude. Pick number 2, the Chargers selected Jake Slaughter, center slash guard. All my pre-draft stuff, I was looking at him only as a center because he's never played guard at college. But you saw the video. I assume you saw it, but the Chargers put it out when Ortiz made the call. He said, "We're putting you in as a guard because we really believe you can compete as a starter at left guard day one." So that's the plan. He's going to be competing with Trevor Penning, Coyote Awasika, and whoever else we bring in at guard to compete for that left guard spot. So seeing him as a guard, not as a center, man, which your former position. So tell me, give me some insight, man. How hard is it to shift from center to guard? Is it easier to go guard to center? Like, how do you think the transition goes for him, dude?
Um, I think it's a lot easier to go from center to guard than it is from guard to center. Um, you're not you're no longer the captain of the line. That doesn't mean you don't have any input, obviously, but you have a lot less pressure on you. You just got to know your blocking assignments. You're not making the calls. You just got to block. I mean, you take out
Yeah.
like half of what centers have to do. Now with that, you got to face some bigger dudes. Sometimes you got to have more one on one, so that part becomes more challenging because centers a lot of times almost always have like some sort of double team somewhere if they're not pulling. Like they get a lot of help from the guards, so you get a little bit more one on one action with the guard. But overall, like it's a fairly smooth transition for them for the most part. Like it's less mental, especially as a rookie coming in. He doesn't have to worry about all the different play schemes. He just has to like he just has to do what he's told. He has to block who he's told, who Biotis tells him to block, and do it. Like
Yeah.
and help out Slater on that left side. Like I
How
feel
much
like I might be
easier?
making that sound a little bit too easy, but like I feel like you get the idea. So with that, I mean, like
Yeah.
a lot of my picks today are gonna be in that same range. A lot of them I think are in like the B tier-ish range. Um, I mean, I think overall that's about how good of a draft we had. I think we're pretty good draft. I don't think we're like any kind of elite draft, but I think we got a lot of good players. So I think overall we had like pretty much almost everyone is a B grade. I mean, we'll go through each one still. But
Mhm.
I would put him on the higher end of that B plus. I mean, like I think it's a really good fit. And like we've said before, like we don't need another Joel or Rayshawn Slater. Like we need someone to help out those two people. So
Mhm.
like we don't need some star like Pro Bowl, like, and he might turn out to be a Pro Bowl. I hope he does. But
Mhm.
like We just need someone to help them out, and he's good, and he's gonna fill that spot well, and he's gonna help like you've talked about the entire time. We don't need to have the best offensive line in the league. We need, like, top 10, and I think he puts us there. So,
Yeah. I mean, I had him ranked probably as I think I forget. I don't have my rankings in front of me from the pre-draft, but I had him ranked as like the fourth ranked center in the draft. And the thing is, so I liked him a lot. And that was with me having Parker Brailsford as my number one, which nobody else had. So the Cleveland Browns, they got themselves a Pro Bowler in the fifth round of Parker Brailsford. You heard it here first, but you heard it here the entire offseason. That's my guy, even though we didn't get him, still my guy. But no, I think you're right, dude. And here's the thing: we got Biotish on a 3-year contract, but it's more of like a 2-year contract where we can get out of it at the end of it. So Biotish is definitely our center for this year and next year. I think you never know. Like maybe year 3 they kick Slaughter back over to his natural position at center. Maybe he just is a Pro Bowl level guard and they just stick him there, and then we figure out center later. But yeah, dude, I feel really good about this pick. I agree with you. I mean, I was gonna ask you for your overall draft grade at the end, and I did it, and I gave it a B plus on my end. So we can maybe skip that at the end. But yeah, dude, I think that was really good. And just the idea of we came into the draft with 5 picks and we ended it with 8 because Ortiz kept trading back and making good moves and getting more picks. And then he did what I think is really good things with those picks. So
yeah.
I agree, dude. I think Slaughter sets our offensive line. We now know what it's going to be. I don't think there's a lot of competition in camp. I mean, they're going to call the left guard a competition, but you don't draft Slaughter in the second round and not plan to start him. So you're going to have Slater at left guard or left tackle, Slaughter at left guard, Biotish at center, Cole Strange at right guard, and Joe Alt at right tackle. And I think there's good depth. There's a lot of, and we'll get to the depth of the offensive line in a minute because we got 3 more offensive line picks to talk about. I'm super excited. Let's go to this is one maybe my favorite pick of the draft. Me and Mike McDaniel love this guy. He's got a great last name. We're gonna talk 4th round pick because we lost our 3rd round picks in the trades, but we ended up getting 3 4th rounders, which I loved what he did here. Ortiz, I did the short video where I was talking about like Chef Ortiz was cooking, and this is a moment of him cooking. So 4th round, first pick of the 4th round for us. Brennan Thompson, wide receiver out of Mississippi State at the combine. The fastest player at the combine ran a 4.26. This boy can run, and he fits in Mike McDaniel's offense and looks like Tyreek Hill light, if I do say so myself. I'm just saying. I'm gonna be real. Of all the picks I'm giving, this is the only one I could do this for. Dude, I gave it an A plus plus, A triple plus, A quadruple plus. How many pluses can I put on it? I love it. And unlike Mike McDaniels, I am willing to take my shirt off for it. What do you think, dude?
You just threw a lot of information at me.
I did well, and I really got you by saying I'm very much willing to take this shirt off right now because and celebrate
No one
Brandon.
wants to see that.
All right, for
Uh,
y'all's sake, I won't.
yeah, I like anyone who Mike McDaniel says, "Go get me this dude." I don't know how I can argue with that, you know?
Yeah,
And like you said, he has a great last name, so maybe there's a future jersey coming our way soon. Like,
there you go.
yeah, get that Thompson on the back. But no, I mean, like, freaking crazy fast. That's what Mike McDaniel wants. We've talked about that all offseason too. He wants someone who can get out into the space. Even with like Biotish, he wants a guard or a center who can go out into space and block so that we can get up to the next level. That's what he's all about, is getting to the next level. Get to the safeties. Go block the safeties. Get a one-on-one with the safeties. Make someone miss. Like, that's what he wants. You give someone who can now we got the blockers. We got Biotish, Alton, Slater who can go out. I don't really know how fast Slaughter is. That's
Oh
gonna
no,
be
dude,
confusing.
he can
Slaughter,
run.
Slater.
No, he's great at getting to the second level.
So there's 4 of the 5. I mean, and then you get the speed on top of it. We have who's the tight end that we got that's a really good blocking tight end?
Kohler
Kohler, like
and
everything he's
Keaton
doing,
Mitchell.
we're getting out into space this year, and we're getting to the next level, and we're gonna make people miss in the secondary, and that's gonna lead to big plays. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
get to the secondary, and then from there, like, that's what you need. So, um, I like the pick. Like, he's fast. He might not be like, I don't know. He's a little undersized. Like, whatever. He's fast. He's not meant to be like Mike Williams. Like, There's different types of receivers.
Mhm.
With that, I don't think I'm gonna go as high as you. I think I'm gonna stick with an A minus. But I also do like the value we got him at in the fourth round. What like it was early fourth round, but getting him in the
Yeah.
fourth round instead of like third or second or something, like I like that value as well. So
Yeah. No, I rock with that 100%. I'm with you on that. So, all right. Well, let's talk this one then. Really quick. First of all, I want to say Brennan Thompson. Um, I don't know. What they didn't use him as a punt returner or kick returner. Um, at Mississippi State, which is funny with that kind of speed. Though I'm like, why wouldn't you? But in college, a lot of times they talk about like they don't have a lot of depth behind the players, so they can't let them get hurt, so they don't put them out there and stuff like that. So that happens a lot with players. Keep in mind, Justin Herbert, no one knew he could run until the Rose Bowl. It was his last game of college, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, let him loose. And everyone's like, oh, he can run. And one of the knocks on him was like, he's a stationary statue quarterback. Well, now we know that's not true. And the head coach at Oregon came out and said, we couldn't let him get hurt. So it was get the ball out quick and don't take any hits. I wish the Chargers had a little more of that in them. Uh,
Justin Herbert
so
doesn't have that in him. He's stiff arming people with a broken hand, dude.
that's true too. But here's the thing. Mississippi State threw Thompson out there for one punt return his entire career. Have you heard this yet or no?
Mm-mm.
He went one punt return at Mississippi State, took it 44 yards. So he never did, but I'm pretty confident if you need him in that regard, he's there. He can do that.
I mean, he's got to be better than Lad there.
Well, I don't know. Lad had one last year and he took it to the house as well. So we got dudes back there, man. I mean, and this kid can go back there. And obviously, we'll see what it does for Darius Davis if he even makes the team now. Keaton Mitchell got that kind of speed. I wonder if he could go back and kick return, punt return. But we just went from, and this is the thing, everyone kept hating on me for saying, hey, I don't want to bring Keenan Allen back in this offense. And the reason is because look at what McDaniel wanted. McDaniel went out and got Keaton Mitchell. McDaniel went out and got Brennan Thompson. Those are the guys he wants. I love Keenan Allen, Hall of Famer. He can't fit in this offense, and I think this is a sign that he is going to not be a Charger. I don't know where he's going to go, if he retires or goes somewhere else. I actually think, early prediction, by the way, this is not relevant to us, but I think he's going to play for the Rams because everyone's talking about how they needed Mekhi Lemon, who's a slot receiver and all this stuff. They're going to go get Keenan Allen. He's going to go pair up very nicely, very cheap. He'll stay in LA. It'll be a good fit for him, and I'm rooting for Keenan. All right, next pick. Ooh, this one excites me too. This one excites me for way different reasons. And back-to-back picks for the Chargers got maybe the smallest player in the draft and then the biggest player in the draft. We went and got with pick number 117 in the fourth round, offensive tackle Travis Burke out of Memphis. How do you feel about Travis Burke, man? 6'9", 325.
Uh, it gives me a lot more peace of mind if Alt or Slater go down. You know,
Yeah,
like he's not going to be a starter unless, as far as I know, they're not. You just say he's the biggest dude in the draft, so he's not getting moved into guard.
absolutely
So
not.
they didn't draft him to be a starter. So that's one of the most important things we have to keep in mind is not everyone from the draft is a starter. But with that being said, his best thing is his pass blocking. He had a 98% pass blocking efficiency this last year. Like he allowed 13 pressures in 700 snaps.
That's good.
Like,
Yeah,
and he didn't start out as a starter in college either. He worked his way up to it. So I mean, he's got that mindset of I'm gonna put my nose down, and I'm gonna grind. And that's what I respect. I mean, you get that, and then a dude who protects his quarterback. Like if all her Slater go down, like God forbid, obviously. I mean, there's still the two best tackles in the league. But like if either one of them go down, I don't think that we're screwed like we were last year. You know, because that was the big thing. Like Slater went down in preseason, and all of a sudden we're like, now what?
yeah,
Um. So if one of them go down, like I think he's a phenomenal backup to have.
yeah. Here's the thing, man. So Trey Pipkins he's a fine swing tackle. All right, that's what he is. He's okay as a swing tackle. Um, this kid right now. So the idea for the Chargers is going into training camp. Obviously, Alton Slater are set as your tackles. Um, it really is a competition between Pipkins and Burke for who's going to be the swing tackle. So, and here's the thing with the Chargers, you got to remember this. It's called a swing tackle, meaning I can play left or right. The truth is with the Chargers, if Slater got hurt, Alt moves to left, and then this kid's sliding at right tackle. So that helps the Chargers with their swing tackle position. So truly, the swing tackle is Joe Alt, but then they put this kid as the backup right tackle. So I think it's a good move. I think he's really just got to learn one side. Now, if you go into the situation where both guys get hurt, now someone has to know how to play left tackle as well, like last year, and that was a disaster. But I think you're like you said, if both guys got hurt again, that'd be disastrous no matter what. But at least this kid and Pipkins left and right gives us a much better option than Austin Deculus, Bobby Hart, Jamari Sawyer. I'm like, none of those work. This kid being 6'9", being an athletic freak. I love it, man. It's funny. We found a guy bigger than Joe Alt, which is crazy to find
They
that.
beat him by what, like
So
a quarter of an inch?
no, he's about an inch taller.
I thought I
I
saw
think
that, like, one was, like,
maybe.
6'9" and, like, 2/4, and one was, like, 6'9" and 3/4 or something.
I mean, they're both massive, dude. So having this dude in there and having him be able to, to learn from Alt, Slater, Pipkins, like I think it's a good spot for him, and he's got a good chance to develop. And Harbaugh, McDaniel, and Butch Berry are great with offensive linemen. So I really trust our coaching staff here. Yeah, I think it's a good pick. So I'm really excited about this. Honestly, for the value, I'm giving this like an A minus B plus as well. Like I know not because like if you pick this kid in the second round, that's a D. But you get this kid in the fourth round, that's a solid B.
I didn't get mine yet. I think I'm gonna go B on it, like a B,
Yeah, that's fine. I
but
don't hate that. So all right, let's move on because we're already 22 minutes in. Next one, man. This one I have so many mixed emotions, but I'm excited more than anything. Safety, Genesis Smith out of Arizona. What do you think, Trev? I'm gonna let you lead in here.
honestly, he's one that I know one of the least about.
Okay. All right. Well, let
I
me
didn't
help.
do a lot of research on the safeties this year because I didn't feel
Did
like
you
we needed one.
have you watched the video the Chargers put out about his highlights or no?
Not him.
Okay. No, that's fine. So here's the deal. The Chargers put out all of his highlight reels. And the thing about it is I saw some of the worst tackling form I've ever seen in my life. It was
He's
bad
slow
enough
too.
that I think it was Daniel Popper in the press conference kind of grilled Ortiz like, "Yo, is this kid really going to be able to tackle?" He comes in high and it's a lot of arm tackles. Now he's quick. He's not super fast on a straight line speed, but he's very quick. So side to side, he's very agile and he's very smart. It was like he was always around the ball. He forced multiple fumbles. And the thing about the arm tackles is I think where he gets himself in trouble from what I saw on film is he's always looking to come in and punch the ball out. And so he's wrapping up with the arms and not really driving through the guy, but he's just trying to punch the ball out. So he's a ball hawking safety. He's gonna be deep. He's not gonna be down in the box too much. I mean, he can, but he's gonna be deep and playing center field free safety.
I say he's got a big vert.
Yeah, dude, super athletic, ball hawking safety, and he's smart. He wore a captain's letter at Arizona. He's always in the right area, and he's always looking to punch the ball out and create big plays. Now, his desire to make big plays and force turnovers gets him beat a lot, and that's where you got to really rein him in. So I love the guy who wants to make a big play. You got to rein him in a little bit. Keep in mind though, Chris O'Leary is a safeties coach at heart. And that's what he did. He worked with Derwin James, and DJ is going to be working with this kid daily. Elijah Molden, Tony Jefferson. Like we got older veteran mentor guys that can help him if he's willing to work hard and learn. And I would imagine he is based on the character things I've seen. Like I said, the kid was a captain at Arizona. So I think he's a good kid. I think he's a good worker. And I think he can figure it out. But man, he can't tackle. I'll be real. I just like right now at this moment, I don't think the kid can tackle. And his numbers aren't bad. I mean, he had like 78 tackles and like 37 solo tackles last year. So, I mean, his numbers say he can tackle, but I don't think you're tackling NFL ball carriers wrapping up around the head with arm tackles.
No,
Try that with Derrick Henry. He's going to bury you. He's sending you through the center of the earth.
dude, like any tight end in the league, like
Yeah. Like go hit Travis Kelce like that, dude. He's going to hurt you.
yeah, he's old and about to retire.
Yeah, dude. So I don't love the tackling. Honestly, that's my concern. So I give it a C plus because the tackling for him is like, bro, I think I've seen better tackling in high school, dude. I at your bad high school games at times.
Hey,
So
I also played
yeah,
at a good high school.
you did.
No, I mean, the first I was thinking back to practices at my good high school. The first thing they teach you, though, is to cure the tackle. You wrap up around the hip, then you go for the punch, and then you bring the person then you bring them down if the ball doesn't come out.
Yeah.
So, like, if that's how you're gonna do it, like but that's you can't be up on, like, the shoulders on that either, and you can't just go straight for the ball because if you miss, you punch him in the arm or something, yeah, he might have a bruise, but he also has a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
um yeah, I don't know, I mean, I like the vertical, like, I like that he can get up on it, like, that's always nice. He
Long
only runs
arms
like a
too.
4.5 40.
Crazy wingspan. He's like 98th percentile wingspan, from
Yeah,
what if I remember right too.
like a
So
4.5 40. I know, like, that sounds fast to someone like me who was a lineman, but a 4.5, I mean, we just talked about how we just got Brennan Thompson who runs a 4.23, like, there's other receivers who are running that, you gotta be able to keep up with that, so, he's not
so
crazy fast as far as, like, the speed.
yeah.
I'm kind of right there with you, I was already thinking C plus in my head before you said it, but yeah.
The thing about safeties, dude, safeties don't have to have the same top end speed because they're playing so like
No, they start
they're
back, they
playing
gotta be
so
able to
deep.
read a ball. Yeah.
And and mentally, like, he's always in the right place, he processes well, like, that's the stuff that I think he can make up the 4.5 isn't a red flag to me, honestly, at all. Um, it's the tackling, dude, I just don't know how to I can't process how bad of a tackler he is. Like, and I know I'm probably being really harsh here, like, bro, the kid can't tackle. Like, I just feel like you and I might be better tacklers. Now, granted, I'm slow and fat and not going to get there, so it doesn't matter if I can tackle. But dude, the kid can't tackle. So I do think it's a something he can improve though. I do like him, and with the coaching staff we have, it could be an A+ pick one day down the road. But today it's a C+. So I am a fan though. I do like Genesis Smith. Let's move on though. We're getting to the 5th round. Dude, another just like, how did this happen? Like, Ortiz was cooking here, though. Round 5, pick number 145, deep tackle, Nick Barrett. I'll let you start on him because I actually want to pull up his profile here.
Yeah. I mean, for where we got him, I like him. Like, he's got potential, he's got size. You put him just plug up a middle of a line, like, he's gonna need some work. I mean, that's why we took him, what, like, the 6th round, something like that?
5th round.
5th round? So, I mean, yeah, like, no 5th rounders. You don't typically get 5th rounders that are coming in and starting right away, so, again, same thing as Burke, like, I'm not expecting him to come in and be a starter, but, like, come in, learn, maybe in, like, a year or 2, he is starting. Like, I like the potential there, and for the place we got him in the 5th round, um, like, again, pretty average, like I said, with all my like, probably a B, maybe a B minus, just because he's a little bit raw. He doesn't have, like not super refined, but, yeah, that's probably where I got him at, is like a B, maybe a B minus, but upward
All
side more
right,
towards B.
I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share the screen here because I do want you to see this. Um, so I've started using this post draft a little bit. I had different ones I was using pre draft, but
Yeah, I've
this
been
is
looking
called
at that one.
NFLDraftBuzz.com. And so I think I've been reading through a lot of this, and I actually like this site a lot. Here's the thing. So 6'3", 312. All right. So big run stopping, 3 technique guy. I like him here a lot. This one, I mean, all the grades here of like, what are the average grades? Wingspan, 80-inch wingspan. It's, very nice. Arm length, 33 to 3/8. Hand size is good. But here's what I love. Here's what I love. Bench press. This homie bench pressed 31 reps. That's insanity, dog. So this dude's a monster. And what do you do as a defensive lineman? You grab people and you bench press and shed the
Especially
block.
interior.
Yeah, so this is what this dude does. So opposing centers, I pity the fool. All right. So I'm not gonna read you the whole bio, but I do want to go down here. This is what I like this a lot. It gives the strengths and weaknesses. So um Broad frame, thick lower half gives him a wide base to absorb contact inside. Wins leverage battles and consistent pad level and knee bend at the snap. So these are all good things. Pushes single blockers backwards into the backfield with sustained leg drive. So I like the fact that he's not just pushing them back, but he's finishing the plays. That's what that's talking about there. Holds ground against double teams. Love that. That's what run stoppers have to do. Quick eyes against down blocks and pulling linemen, very rarely caught off guard, anticipates reach blocks on outside zones, runs his feet to stay square, strong hands at the point of contact, and good arm length to control blockers. All that's money. So let's talk about the weaknesses. Why does he fall to the 5th round? Limited first step quickness off the step as a pass rusher. So we were looking at Caden McDonald in the 1st round. I'll be honest with you, I don't see a ton of difference between him and Caden McDonald. Now, McDonald's better. Okay, I'm not sitting here acting like he's not better. But the biggest difference, McDonald played at Ohio State, and this dude played at South Carolina. I think that if this kid played at Ohio State, you might view him differently, just based on pedigree. So we look at this and go, all right, so he's not a great pass rusher. He's primarily a run-stopping 3 technique. Okay, we've been talking about getting guys like this. Sometimes pad level rises. Why? When he's rushing the passer. Lacks the lateral agility to make plays outside of his assigned gap. That's fine. He doesn't need to. He just needs to plug gaps. Only 1 year as a full-time starter across 5 college seasons. That is the biggest red flag to me. He just didn't play a lot. And his missed tackle rate spiked in his final season despite heavy playing time, which if you're playing more, you're going to have more opportunities. You're going to miss more tackles. You're going to make more tackles. Doesn't matter to me. Last one, offers almost nothing as a pass rusher. So every weakness is he can't rush the passer. So he falls to the 5th round. Okay. Stopping the run is vital for us. And here's why. If we stop the run on 1st and 2nd down, 3rd and long, NASCAR package, get this kid off the field. Mesidor, Mack, Tooley, Aboigbe, and we're coming.
Right.
He helps us he makes Akheem Mesidor better. He makes Khalil Mack better because those guys don't need to be on the field. Mesidor is going to be a DPR, designated pass rusher, early in his career.
Yeah.
Well, what we're going to do is Mesidor will be off the field on 1st down, 2nd down, running situations. This kid's on the field plugging holes, stopping the run, not letting anything through, along with T.R. Tart, along with Jamari Caldwell, along with Aboigbe. Now we just add another guy in there, and then now it's 3rd and 10. Mesidor, come on in. Barrett, get off the field. And we're coming, and no quarterback wants these problems. Which, the best, I heard Ortiz say it in the draft, the best corner is a good edge rusher because the corners don't have to cover as long if you have good edge rushers. So, I'm super stoked. I know you weren't as high. I'm over here like, this is a straight up in the 5th round for the value you're getting. This is an A. This is an absolute A. So, there you go. That's my excitement, dude. We got so many guys to plug the middle. We are going to we'll be a top run defense, and people don't realize it. We will be a top run defense, which the best way to stop the pass is to make them one-dimensional and make them pass.
Right.
So I'm excited, dude. I'm very, very excited. This is the one I wanted to hit on the most. It's going under the radar because like Brennan Thompson is such a sexy pick that and Genesis Smith is such a high pedigree player, and Mesidor is what he is, Slaughter is what he is, but like this is under the radar, maybe the best pick we made.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I'm not like I'm not against it, but like I'm not as high as you are.
That's okay. That's all right. All right. I want to just lump these two together.
Okay.
Because we got 2 6-round guards, and I'm not going to sit here and try to, go hours long on 2 6-round guards. But we did draft, and I'm excited because of need for the Chargers. Pick 202, we drafted guard Logan Taylor, and pick 20 guard Alex Harkey out of Oregon, and sorry, I forgot to say Logan Taylor out of Boston College. So all I'm going to say here on these 2 guys is competitors welcome, more depth. So we've got Taylor, we got Harkey, Trevor Penning, Coyote Awasika. All these guys are just battling it out for the backup guard spots.
Yes.
And, if maybe one of them can kick the center, They could be the backup center behind Biotish, while Slaughter is the not Slater. Slaughter are gonna get me a lot on the podcast. Slaughter is the starting left guard. So it's just a lot of competition, which I think what I love is in the sixth round, they made the room competitive.
Yeah.
So probably two of those guys are gonna get cut. Maybe it's Coyote Awasika, maybe it's Penning or whoever. I don't know. Maybe it's the two six rounders. Guys are getting cut. The six round guys could get cut, put on a practice squad, maybe. But it's a chance for guys to compete, and I like competitiveness, and I think it's an important thing to have on a room that was so bad. You give somebody the opportunity to step up and be the best.
I think
So
the main thing I like is that all of our offensive line is young now. Youngness makes a lot less injuries, you know?
yeah,
We don't have who's our oldest? I mean, Penning? I don't know how old Trevor Penning is.
Penning's like 29.
It's probably like Penning or Biotish, right?
Biotis is like 28, 29. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, so if those are our 2 oldest, like, I feel like we're in really good shape, like, resilience-wise. You got a bunch of young dudes on small rookie contracts.
interesting.
If nothing else, like, that's what I like, and they're all it's not like we have anyone that is gonna hurt us, you know? Like, obviously, they're backups, like, if it gets down to where we're relying purely on them, we're probably not in a good place. What team is when you're relying purely on backups?
Yeah,
Like, that's just not sports. Like, yes, there's a whole next man up mentality, but at the same time, like, they're backups for a reason. So if we're relying on all 5 of our backup linemen to carry us, probably not in a good state. But I also don't think we're in as bad of a state as last year. And if we can go to the
bro. Last
playoffs
year.
as we like with the team we had with the offensive line we had last year, we
Yeah,
have like that's all we need. We just need to be we just need 32. And so with
yeah.
that, like I really like the offensive line this year. I like what they've done. I know that there's been a lot of concern going into the draft. Ortiz said before the draft, we're not done with the offensive line. Don't worry, like we're still addressing it. And so with that, like I've said the whole time, you protect Herbert, you give him some dudes who will keep him on his feet, to give him some time to get to his first read at least, and we're gonna be fine. And so with all that, like I think overall the draft was good because I don't know where else we would have gone late in the round like this. Like when we traded away, got these late round picks. Like what else were we gonna go to? Another corner? I
That
mean,
was the one. That
that's
was the
that's the only
one.
thing we
Yeah.
could have maybe gotten another corner, but if they're all off the board, then yeah, sure, throw some depth there at the offensive line. So yeah, I mean overall, like I said at the beginning, I'd say overall draft grade probably like a B, all in all. But
So I did want to, because you brought up a good point there. I'm trying to see if there's any remaining free agents. Um, these are all, yeah, that's fine. Because you're right. I mean, we talked about it right there. That was the corner is the one spot where it's like, man, we lost St. Juice. Could we use another corner? Maybe. Here's the thing about the corners though. Keep in mind, we had Nico Reed and Eric Rogers were undrafted free agents last year, and we got 3 undrafted free agents this year. They're all corners. So there's again an opportunity for competition. And Nico Reed had 2 picks in the preseason and was gonna and made the roster, but then got hurt when he made the pick six. He broke his foot or ankle or something, I forget. So we got young guys who really flashed in preseason last year. So give them another year. Nico Reed, Eric Rogers, maybe one of these other undrafted free agents, or maybe there's a regular free agent that's still out there we haven't thought of. I can't think of them off the top of my head who's hasn't signed. I was trying to look it up and just don't have time right now. But yeah, I just think that if all we're looking at now is who's going to be the fifth or the sixth corner, the roster's in good shape.
yeah,
The roster's in good shape.
yep,
So, um, yeah. So with that being said, dude, I gave the draft a B plus. I think you're probably in the same boat. B plus.
yeah.
Yeah. All
Not
right.
not
Well,
like top notch. I don't think we did anything crazy, but we got a lot of depth, which is what we need.
honestly, I'm really excited about the draft, man. I could be talked into an A minus for sure on it. I think getting the extra picks, massive. Getting the guard spot filled, massive. Getting a backup swing tackle, so it's not Trey Pipkins, is big. The defensive tackle Barrett feels like a luxury because we don't need him, but he's so good, it's awesome. I mean, Brennan Thompson, a massive pick. Akheem Mesidor is going to be a star. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the draft. we won't know for sure if it was a good or a bad draft until 3 years from now, probably. But today, I feel great. So y'all let us know in the comments what you think. Give us your grades in the comments, either pick by pick or the draft as a whole. Y'all let us know what you're thinking here. And let us know if we're crazy. Let us know if you love what we're talking about. But no matter what, do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. And Trevor, you got anything else for us?
That's it. Bolt up, tune in,
All right, well,
keep watching. We appreciate y'all.
seriously, yeah, y'all have been on it, and the views are going up, subscriptions are going up, so y'all can stay on it. Subscriptions really help. Small amount of time y'all hit really helps us out. Small amount of time it takes y'all to hit that button helps us out a ton. So, with that being said, we love y'all. Peace out, bolt up, and we will talk to y'all very, very soon.